Okay, welcome back to Jeff Outdoors. I'm out in the garden and doing my daily walk. So, if you're gardening, it's important to check your garden every day. You want to look for bugs and oddities, and in this case, I'm looking for suckers on the tomatoes here. I have some big boy tomatoes planted here, and they are growing. They're growing exponentially. To be quite honest, you can see here I have these tied. So what I have going on here is I have my 54-inch tomato cage. I have two of them. I have a tomato in the middle here and in the middle here, and I also had one on the outside of this growing next to it. And as you can see, it's we got little tomatoes there. It's out of control almost. So I'm coming out here every day, and I'm just looking for the yellow blooms. Those are going to be the tomatoes, and any potential suckers that are on here. So if you're looking, here's a sucker here. If you've not seen a sucker on a tomato plant, this right here, growing out of that little crook, that is a sucker, and you just pop it off like that, and those are essentially extra growths on the tomato plant that don't really need to be growing and taking up energy. And you want to have the plant concentrate the energy into making fruit. So you want to use a good fertilizer, high in phosphorus and potassium, to develop those fruits. You're going to watch your calcium for blossom end rot. I have checked mine. I'm not seeing any signs of blossom end rot right now. Things are growing pretty good. These are kind of mixed. I have the big boy tomatoes here, but I also have some other ones planted as well down the rows here. So these guys are kind of out of control. I'm just using these stakes for these beefsteak tomatoes, and those are growing pretty good. The crazy thing here is my squash. This squash is over waist high on me. I'm about 6 foot, so these guys are growing like crazy. Now I did fertilize them, but the squashes are developing, and they're developing pretty well down in there. But these are this is the largest squash I've ever had. I mean, look at the size of this leaf here. It's way bigger than my hand. I wear extra large gloves, and this is bigger than, this thing is just, it's enormous. It's enormous. So I do have some of my tomato plants are surprisingly doing well. Ones that I didn't think were going to do well, which is good. And of course, I have corn kind of spattered in there, kind of like a guerrilla garden there at some point. So check those suckers on your tomatoes. Test your garden before your season starts. Fertilize before you plant, and watch for signs of leaf spot and blight. It'll be yellow with some brown spots. I have one over here that is showing that. Let me show you what it looks like if I can. It's kind of surprising, actually. Everything else is doing pretty good. If you can see that yellow in there, and I have a strawberry here that has some, and that comes from the soil. And there's, to be honest, in some ways there's not much you can do about it. You have to watch your calcium, and watering can cause it too. One thing I have learned from my gardening is underwatering is better than overwatering. Too much water promotes fungus and disease, something to keep in mind. So we're just going to watch this, and we'll keep you updated. Thanks for coming along. It's Friday, so the weekend's starting, and we'll see you on the next video. Hit that like button, thumbs up, hit the bell. See you on the next video. Have a good day.